Why is it so hard to finish a game? Now, I could list countless reasons as to why it is such a challenging task, but it always seems to come back around to motivation and the drive to work on a project. I've recently finished my game, Never Forgotten, a 2D survival horror game set to release August 22nd. Through finishing my game, I feel as though I have learned valuable lessons regarding motivation and drive that would be worth sharing. Before I kick things off, this video is a slight extension of that of my last, and if you'd like a more complete picture and additional advice, consider checking that one out before or after this video. Thanks. Before we can overcome our lack of motivation, we first need to understand not only what it means, but what environmental factors must be present for this draining effect to occur. To clarify, when I say lack of motivation or drive can prevent one from finishing a project, I mean that no matter how hard they try, they cannot muster the effort to work on said project. And even if they can, they find it easy to lose focus, get distracted, or give up. This sensation is something that artists have attempted to understand and overpower since forever, and you have no doubt seen at least one video claiming that they have the solution to one's lack of motivation. I know I have. Now, given the title of this video, I don't want to pretend like I have an answer, because the reality is that there isn't a one-size-fits-all method. Everyone in their work ethic is entirely different. Some things work great for a few and are ineffective for others. So, with all that out of the way, I'll cut right to the chase. The best way, in my experience, to finish a game is to just finish it. Alright, nerd shit, right? Okay, look, I know. But truthfully, that is the best advice I can offer, and so let me elaborate. In the 2 years I've spent working on my game, only about a year and a half I can say with confidence where I actually spent working on the game. In other words, I've worked on and off the project and had a myriad of inspiration droughts and intrusive thoughts telling me to quit. But in the past 6 months, I was able to take my game from a mere concept to a fully realized world and narrative. And I've wondered, what was so different in those past 6 months of development, which allowed me to work with such efficiency and decisiveness that I've never had before? Ultimately, it comes down to several things: planning, routine, and drive. I found myself constantly rewriting and altering the game, so I planned out the whole thing from start to finish, allowing me to fully understand that which I am trying to accomplish. I found sporadic working sessions to be unfruitful, and returning to the project after long breaks to be overwhelming. So, I set myself a routine which still allowed for ample free time and more focused work. But even with all that, I'd find myself several weeks into my schedule, sat down at my computer on a Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. and nothing. How is it that even with all this preparation, I still can't just get it done? Or so I thought. On days like that, in which I couldn't muster the effort I needed, I just pushed myself to work regardless. I put on some music, opened up everything I needed, and just got cracking. And if I still couldn't really get into it, well, I thought, why not try working on something different? Maybe if I don't want to program, I can make music, or some art, or some sound, or some level design, or whatever. And eventually, those 5 minutes at the start of my working session, which were ever so excruciating, have faded away into a relaxing trance where I'm just in a groove. Through honing this routine and mentality, I was able to finish my game, and it's something that I'd like to refine further with the development of my following titles. I apologize that I can't better explain my methodology, but again, I can't provide an answer to this issue that'll work for everyone. All I can really do is just provide my own anecdote. If I had to leave fellow developers with any more words, it's that you shouldn't give up. As long as you can keep managing to come back to the craft that you love so dear, no matter if it's after a week, or a month, a year, as long as you can keep coming back and proving that a part deep within yourself has a desire to create, you will hone your ability and learn how to overpower that which holds you down. This is a slow battle, one that'll last years and is always present, but once you have it internalized, that which you need to fuel your creation, nothing can stop your creative drive. That's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed the video and found at the very least some of what I had to say useful. As I mentioned towards the start of the video, I'm releasing my game next month. If it looks interesting to you, consider wishlisting it and trying the demo, either of which would be greatly appreciated. Thanks. Alright, thanks for watching the video all the way to the end. I'll be back next week with another video about something, and until then.